Relief operations are underway across flood-affected areas in the Philippines after Super Typhoon Fung-wong left behind a trail of destruction. Among the worst-hit areas is Isabela Province and the Aurora Province, specifically the Dipiculao coastline and the municipality of Dinalungan. Our international correspondent, Claudia Farhat, begins our coverage in the village of Abuleg.
In Abuleg, anything within 20 metres of the shore didn't stand a chance. This entire street now littered with the rubble Fung-wong left in its wake.
The house was hit by a strong wave and all the sand from the ocean came in, so now we're clearing all the sand. The problem is we have no electricity. We rely on solar power. Water is also a problem.
There are no government officials here. Residents left to do much of the clean-up themselves. When this family returned to their home the morning after the typhoon, half of it was missing. Now, with 5 children and no stable access to food.
We received food packs from the government, but just once. And some bloggers brought some food too.
Everyone we speak to here says the same thing. In the 4 days since Fung-wong crossed, they've only received one aid delivery consisting of one meal. The road into Abuleg is badly damaged. There's so much debris they've had to start burning it. But it is passable. People here left wondering why their village has been forgotten. The government has announced relief payments of about $250 for people whose homes were destroyed in the typhoon, and about half of that for families whose homes were partially damaged. But here in Abuleg, people tell us they're still waiting to receive the money that was promised after Typhoon Pepito, and that was 12 months ago. They're now recycling the USAID tarps sent this time last year. There'll be no more coming.
We're still waiting for the government aid. Up until now, we don't know how to cope with the situation. We can't go out fishing for food because most of the fishing equipment has been damaged. So we're just waiting.
Floodwaters persisting across towns in Luzon Island. In some communities, homes remain underwater up to their rooftops, days after the typhoon barreled through.
I can access the kitchen of the house because it's on the upper level, but in our living room, the floodwater is higher than I am.
As Filipinos work on recovery, Fung-wong moves through Taiwan, where more than 8,300 people have been evacuated. The majority from the eastern Hualien County, where a typhoon last month killed 18 people. Torrential rain began to batter the island's north and east on Tuesday, leaving Taiwan's rural eastern county of Yilan completely inundated. Damaged furniture and household items lay scattered across its streets as residents work desperately to save what they can. Soldiers joining the clean-up efforts in neighbourhoods left unrecognisable. We've now heard from authorities in the Philippines that all roads across Aurora Province have now been reopened. So hopefully that means that that much needed aid is going to start flowing into some of those villages further north very soon. There are still 5 towns across the province that are entirely without power, and that could be something that takes a lot longer to restore. Across the island of Luzon, we know there's still 58,000 people sheltering in evacuation centres, more than 600 of these centres across the island. Authorities say they are constantly monitoring the situation inside the areas most impacted. They're going to let those families know as soon as it's safe to return home. But as we've seen today, there is no guarantee that they're going to have a home to return to.